late night special going on here. If I can get my stream to pop the fuck up, please, por favor. There we go.
Up, please.
Alrighty, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode on the channel today, and another video on the channel today, and today we have another episode of the FC Cincinnati series. Today we are taking on San Jose. So the only news going into this episode is I've been scouting a couple older players coming and kind of take over that mental like role, or like more of like a captain, more like, you know, being like what's the word I'm looking for here? The player comes in, kind of helps develop these players, and a mentor pretty much is the word I'm looking for. Only thing new is I put Pepe at the bottom of the bench. He has the lowest overall player performance rating. I can't really do much with that. So Rivera is going to get a chance today. I might go in for Ortega, Naaman. I'm also looking at some left backs because Kiza and Navarro just really haven't been cutting it for me. So hopefully we can see about getting one of those older players to kind of rotate with them a little bit more. That being said, let's just hop right into this game. They are, I think, yeah, they have one more point than us, and they scored only 3 goals all season, where I scored 4.5 last game, which was a great game by Tyler Wolff, who's going to be our starting striker from here on out, unless he's, you know, going to show me that, you know, he's booty cheeks and I have to take him out. What are you fucking doing? What the fuck are you doing, Kiza? Are you serious? Kiza, stop. Kiza, what are you doing, my boy? Oh my god, I'm not even gonna bother with you again. Alright. They're showing Tyler Wolff because he scored the 4 goals in the half last game, so of course he's gonna be the player to watch. Also, one of our backs, Jacob Ackenridge, is also making his debut against his former team, because he used to play for the San Jose Earthquakes. And last episode, I was making a bunch of mistakes saying that Tyler Wolff played for Orlando. He actually plays for Atlanta, so I was kind of came and went for against his former team, and they're not even going to bother showing us in the standings there. We are 13th. Yeah, so we're the best offense in the MLS, and we're going against the worst offense, which makes me kind of more confident with our team, just overall. Here, let me go ahead and turn down the audio just a little bit. It makes me really confident, just because they're, you know, the worst team, and we're the, you know, best offensive team. But defensively, we're also pretty bad, so that's kind of where I'm worried. Are you serious? Damn it. Okay. Alright. Last game was really good defensively for us in the second half. I mean, we still allowed 5 goals overall, but, I mean, still. Oh, God. This is the second worst team in the league, because technically we're the worst team in the league. And nice save, Salt. What a save. Corner kick for San Jose here. And try hitting it, and Salt's going to make another save for us, as it's save number 2 for him. Kiza's going to get tackled here, but he will get the ball back. Go ahead and pass it over to Bailey, who's been kind of having an okay season to this point. Now it's going to get deflected and taken away as soon as I say that. And that's going to be wide as that might have been deflected there, as that was not deflected whatsoever. That was just a terrible shot by, I think that says Budson, maybe Dudson, couldn't quite tell. Definitely showing why they're the worst team offensively, that is for sure. But we're also showing why we're the worst defensive team. So that's going to be another wide shot. Holy moly. I wonder what's going to give first, the worst defense or the worst offense. I mean, usually it'd be the worst defense, but geez. We're giving them free shots at this point, and they're just still not wanting to do anything with it. It's 3 possessions in a row now that we're just giving it to them. That's off the crossbar, as that was potentially going to be a goal as they get the ball back. And that's going to get deflected, as that was potentially another shot that could have went in. As we need to just get rid of the ball right now, as we're struggling to get it out of our own zone here, our own little box, as that will be a corner kick for San Jose. So they're just going to kick it short here, and they're going to go ahead and try lobbing it, and that's going to be a goal, but that should have been offsides. I don't know why they're not calling that. Let's go ahead and take another look here, as that's a goal for San Jose, as that is most definitely offsides. I mean, I don't know how that works, but it is in fact a goal for San Jose. Tyler Wolff with the ball now, the hero of last game. Hopefully he can make another great game, as he's going to go ahead and get past all the defenders here. He's going to go ahead and try push for the goal here, and he's going to score a goal himself, as that's goal number 5 over the past 2 games, as that's going to tie up the ball game. Tyler Wolff is having an amazing start to the season here. As Cincinnati's already playing aggressive on defense, as they do not want to see the ball back in their own zone again, as they're allowing it to happen nonetheless, as that's not a goal. I thought that for sure was going to be one, but in fact it was not. Go ahead and pass it to Sandoval here. He's going to go ahead and pass it on over to Tyler Wolff, who has an open lane yet again, as he's going to go ahead and shoot it, and that's going to be put in the back of the net, as that's goal number 6 over the past 2 games for Tyler Wolff. Tyler Wolff proving that he is a valuable part of this team and potentially one of the best scorers that we've ever seen. Not even 20 minutes into this first half, and he's already looking at potentially a hat trick. As it looks like San Jose is just marching again, as that's going to be called offsides. Tyler Wolff pushing yet again, as that's going to be stolen. I don't know what pushing means, but definitely not what I want it to mean. As that's going to be a slide tackle attempt from Kiza. That's going to be off of Salt's face, as that is a save. And this will now be a corner kick for San Jose. That will be a terrible header, as that is now going to be a goal kick for Salt. Go ahead and try passing it out to Naaman, and that's just not going to work, as Naaman's going to take the ball, as now nobody's going to be able to stop him here, as he's going to want his 4th goal of the season, as that's going to get deflected, as he really wanted goal number 4 on the season at just the young age of 16. Gray's going to go ahead and make a great defensive play out here in midfield, as Tyler Wolff's going to get it. He wants had a hat trick, and he's not going to get it. I don't know what had a hat trick is, but you know what I mean. Alrighty, pushing down the field with San Jose here. And that's going to get taken away by Ackenridge against his former team, as that's a great stop from Ackenridge, as that's exactly what I like to see. As his numbers have been showing that he's not exactly performing exactly where we'd like our starting defensive back to be at, but it is in fact all we can do right now. So that's going to be put in the back of the net, as the keeper is not happy about that, and that will be a tie ball game now. As now San Jose is 1 goal away from having the same amount of goals in this game as they do all season long. Tyler Wolf's got the ball here. He's going to try pushing, and he's going to get past one defender. He's going to get past 2 defenders, make that 3, and he's going to try shooting the ball here, and that's going to get saved by the keeper here, as Tyler Wolf really wants number 3. San Jose's pushing, as that should just be offsides, and they're not going to call it for whatever reason, as that's a stop by Ackenridge, another one against his former team. So you can tell Cincinnati's playing a little flustered right now, as they did not exactly expect that last goal to be called, as Wolf just is not passing the ball when he should, as that's going to be a turnover. Now San Jose is going to be marching down the field with it. Defense has been kind of struggling a little bit, so we have allowed 2 goals this first half, as that will just be going out of bounds, and that will be a goal kick for Salt. Just going to go ahead and pass it out to Bull, and that's going to call the penalty on San Jose. So we're just going to go ahead and give it to Sandoval here, who has an open lane, as that was an excellent move on the defender there, as he's going to have to stop real quick and make the defender miss, and he does that, and that's a weakly kicked ball, as that will just be a corner kick, actually, as a matter of fact. As we're going to go ahead and pass it out to Ortega, who's going to try making a move here, who has 1 goal on the season, and that's about it. As he's going to go ahead and shoot it here. He's going to put it in the back of the net, and that's going to make it 3-2 Cincinnati, as that is Ortega's 2nd goal of the season, and he is going to save that game, save that ball for this historic moment for him. Alright, San Jose playing a little bit of keep away here, as Neyman's going to try getting the ball here, as he's been really kind of a steady part of this team, as that's going to be a foul on San Jose here, as Tyler Wolf's going to make a move here, as that's going to be Sandoval who ends up getting it, who still has an open lane, gets past the defender. He's going to go ahead and put a shot up. Now it's going to be put in the back of the net. Now he has a goal, as it is 4-2 in the first half, as it has just been an offensive game, is that seemingly what it just is for Cincinnati game in and game out, is just goals after goals after goals. As this is looking really good for Cincinnati right now, as it is a 4-2 lead. But if you remember, it was a 5-2 lead for Orlando against us in the last game, and that's the last thing we want to do, is give up a 3-goal lead, a 2 to 3 goal lead. San Jose looking to push here, as that's going to be deflected off the defender there, as it's going to be taken away yet again, as that's just going to go ahead and be passed up to Wolf, who doesn't have really many people to stop him here, as he's going to keep going, as he wants his hat trick before this half is over. He's out of breath, but he's going to go ahead and shoot it, and that's going to be deflected off the keeper, and that's going to keep it a 4-2 game. I'm going to go ahead and pass it out to Ortega, who wants his 2nd goal of the game, and it's going to be taken away before that can even happen, as now San Jose is really kind of in a fluster to get some points on the board, so they really need to, as their offense has been kind of lackluster, as they've had multiple opportunities to score but just have not been able to. I'm going to go ahead and pass it out to Gray here. He's going to pass it out to Bailey, who's going to go down the field just a little bit, as he's been tackled twice now, but Ortega's going to go ahead and get the ball. He's going to go ahead and pass it to Wolf, who still wants his hat trick, as he's pushing yet again, as he's going to go ahead and shoot it, and that's going to be off the goalpost and back into the back of the net, as it is 5-2 now for us, as this is looking very similar to the last game if the roles were reversed.
Well, this is worth another look, Derek. Lovely movement, and Giles easily evade the defender, and the pressure comes as he knew it would, but it's the strength that impresses me. It's a great goal in the end. Blistering first half display.
2 minutes of stoppage time is almost over here, as San Jose really just wants to do something with the ball before stoppage time ends, as Gray's going to try to make a tackle here, and it's not going to work, and it looks like they're going to go for a cross here, as that's going to be tackled out of bounds, as they will get a corner, as this will likely be the last few seconds of this half. And that was out to the outside of the box, and they're going to try making the last move here, as that was deflected. We're going to go ahead and clear it, and that should do it for this half, as we are up 5-2, as Tyler Wolf already has a hat trick, as he's looking at 7 goals in the past 2 games, as he's been absolutely lights out for us. Let's go ahead and see. I'm going to go ahead and put Sealy in for Way here. I'll just go ahead and leave that to being the only sub for now.
Second half commences. It was such a one-sided first half. Might it be different this time round?
We definitely do not want to see the same result from last game against us in this game, as it was the same exact score going into the half, just the other way around. San Jose is starting off strong here, as that's going to be off the goalpost, as they had all the opportunities there to make it a 5-3 game. As Sealy has the ball here, as he's going to go ahead and be marching down the field now, as he's not exactly the fastest player, he's just more of the better passer end of things, as he's making a defender miss, as he wants his first goal of the season, as he's going to put a shot up, and that's going to be off of the goalkeeper. As you can tell, Sealy is beside himself, as he really wanted his first goal of the season. Sandoval's going to go ahead and pass it over to Bull here, who has a couple goals himself on the season, as that's going to be Sealy making the recovery there, getting a couple defenders to miss, as he's going to go ahead and put a shot up, and he's going to score his first goal of the season, as that's going to make it 6-2 for Cincinnati, as we are just shutting down San Jose this game, as we've still allowed 2 goals from them, but still defensively we've been there, and offensively we've really been there. As that was just not good awareness by the keeper or by the defenders there, as Sealy just practically walked to the goal and put it into the other end of the net. San Jose just trying to push and just trying to put anything really they can on the board now, as I'm surprised that they don't try starting to sub some of their players on, as I mean they are down by a lot and they need anything and everything to go their way. As that's going to be stopped yet again is by Akinrich, who's had a really good defensive game against his former team. As Sealy's trying to push here, as he's going to go ahead and get tackled, as that potentially might be a red card against Judson, but they'll probably just give him a warning. But that they actually gave him a yellow card, and you can tell he's happy about that. And then you can tell Sealy really wanted a red card out of that. As you can tell, that was all leg and no ball at all, as Judson was trying to make the claim that that was a perfectly legal tackle, which in fact it was not. Akinrich wants a little bit of a piece of his old team, as that will not exactly work, as we have given the ball up to San Jose and they're pushing with it, and Bailey's going to go ahead and knock it out. Throw in for San Jose here. I'm going to go ahead and push. Trying a little bit of fancy passing here. As Gray's going to go ahead and miss, and that's going to be off of Solt's arm into the back of the net, as now it is a 6-3 game. And now San Jose scored as many goals in this game as they have all season long. Which is kind of ridiculous, showing how bad our defense is. As Sealy has the ball yet again, as he wants to make this a 7-3 game, making just history over and over again with this team. As he's making excellent moves here, as he deserves this goal, but that's going to be deflected off of the keeper. And instead, that will just be a save for their keeper. San Jose pushing down the field here, as they really need just about anything to go their way. As they're going to go ahead and just pass, waiting for openings here. They're going to go ahead and try chipping it over, but Solt is not going to let that happen. As they're going to go ahead and pass it over to Ortega, who's going to go ahead and get past the defenders. And then he's going to pass it to Sandoval now, who looks like he has open room, but then he's going to get tackled from behind. So it looks like that could have potentially been a penalty. As Gray's going to give that up twice now, and that's going to go ahead and be an open shot for the Quakes, but they're going to miss it, as that will now be a corner kick. As Judson's going to be coming off the field. Cade Cowell will be his replacement. Going to go ahead and pass it over to Gray, who's been really solid on the defensive end of things. And now he wants some offensively inclined production here, but yet Ortega's just going to go ahead and take the ball, as that is way too far for Sandoval, as he was trying to get the ball there, but instead almost took out the keeper. Keys is going to run for the ball here, and that's just going to be knocked out of bounds. That's a throw-in for us, evidently. As that's going to be a penalty, and that's going to be put in the back of the net. So it's going to make it a 6-4 game now, as this is looking dangerously close for us, as I do not like that. Go ahead and pass it out to Bull here. There's a bunch of defenders on him. He's going to go ahead and just boot this back to the keeper, who doesn't look like he has anyone on him, but now he's going to go ahead and pass it. Ackenridge wanting another piece of his former team, so he might do just that, as that's not going to work out in his favor. So now he has to run all the way back. And that's going to be saved before going out of bounds. And that's going to be a missed shot. And they're going to go ahead and give him a corner, as they say it deflected off of the defender. And that's going to be a missed header, as that will be now our ball, as we really just kind of want to drain as much clock as possible here. San Jose is playing really good defense at the moment, just not allowing any passes whatsoever. As that's going to be out on us, as looks like they're making another substitution, as they really just want to get that last two goals. Not knowing who to pass to here. Just having a hard time figuring out who they want to score. And that's going to be wide. So I thought that was easily going to make it a 6-5 game, and I was going to start getting worried. Taken away from Bailey, as Gray will be there for the through pass. Alrighty, Ortega's pushing with the ball now. Just definitely got a little bit of quickness to him. We'll go ahead and pass it to Sandoval. Alright. Gonna go ahead and push it yet again on offense, and that's gonna be put in the back of the net. It's now a 6-5 game, as we have to be careful now, as it is very possible for them to come back.
If you enjoy high-scoring contests, this has been the game for you. And for us to go to
We have to play absolutely lights out defense right now, as we've been outscored 4-1 in this half. As that's going to be saved by Solt, as that could have potentially tied up the ball game. As right now we do not want another tie. We want to keep this win streak alive. As that should be hit back to the guy who did the corner. And I think they're going to call him offsides on that. And I will take that with ease.
pressing high to win the ball. On and on he goes.
Go ahead and take the ball away there. Neyman's going to go ahead and pass it to Wolf, and that's not going to be called a penalty. As you can tell, we are not happy about that. Neither are the fans. He's going to go ahead and pass it to Ortega, who did not get the ball back as we thought he did, but he in fact did not.
Their lead stands at 1-0 presently. Thompson, and options in the centre. This could be the equaliser.
Alright, Ackridge with another stop for us here. Sandoval's going to get the ball taken away from him. San Jose is playing absolutely great soccer right now, as we're going to go ahead and get yet another takeaway from Ackridge, who's been playing really good this game, as we keep turning the ball over because we can't hang on to it. As it looks like San Jose is going to make a move here, and that's going to be a great move by the defender there to prevent that goal from happening. As Bull's going to steal it, and that's going to get stolen yet again, as San Jose is making yet another push, and that's going to get deflected, and that will be a corner kick for San Jose.
What can they do from this situation? They take it short.
We're going to go ahead and kick it out.
It's opening up for them.
And that's going to be saved by Solt, as we're looking at about 4 minutes left to go in this regular time, as Bull's going to go ahead and push down the field now, as it doesn't look like anyone's really going to be able to catch him besides this one defender. And even at that, it looks like he's still a little bit slow. Bull still has the ball, even though he's been knocked around a little bit, as Bull's going to go ahead and take his first shot of the game, and that's going to be missed, as Bull really wanted to make this a 2-goal lead and potentially sealing the deal. San Jose has 3 minutes at the very least left to go down and score the game tying goal. We're pushing down the field pretty good here, as Ackridge has been showing constant pressure against his former team all game. As that's taken away, as Bull has the ball now, as Sandoval is pushing down the field, as he's going to go ahead and just pass it, as I think he was meaning to pass it to Wolf. As that's going to be a penalty, as that they're not going to call that, as Wolf's going to go ahead and get the ball here, as that will be taken away, as I'm pretty sure they should have called that on Sandoval, but they didn't, as they have been awarded with 3 minutes of stoppage time. We're already about 2 minutes through, so all we got to do is just make sure that we hold on to this ball and prevent them from scoring, which has already happened once in the game against Atlanta in stoppage time. They're trying some trickery here, and that's going to be missed wide, as that is going to be the game, and we're going to take game 2 in a row now, as that is yet another high-scoring affair. And funny enough, the score is 6-5, which is exactly the same score as the last game. And we have now won our second game, and that's going to put us above San Jose, as we are no longer the last team in the league, which makes me beyond thrilled, as we have a challenge for our next game going up against Philadelphia at Philadelphia. Tyler Wolf doing his thing with his 9.6 player rating. Everyone else is pretty much, standard. Bailey had a really bad game, so did Kiza. Bull wasn't that spectacular either, so I'm kind of looking at backs, older backs to kind of, come in, start games, and then have kind of Bailey start or Kiza start, with that one older mentor player kind of just rotating here a decent amount. Excuse me. And take a look at match facts. They shot the ball twice as much as us. If you want to not do that for me, please. They had 15 shots on target. We had 11. They had 57% of the time with the ball, and we had 43. They had 22 tackles to our 10, and they had one foul, or 3 fouls to our 1. We had 3 corners to their 8. We had 78% shot accuracy to their 53, and our pass accuracy was a little bit less than theirs at 86 to their 92. So all around, kind of an even match. They shot the ball twice as much as us and scored 1 less goal than us. So I mean, still, it's a pretty decent game from them. They almost pulled off that comeback.
Just a couple of questions for you.
Great winning, congratulations, no question. All the headlines will be about Wolf's performance. Were you surprised to see him win with a hat trick? Wolf can lead this team to do great things. I feel like Wolf is definitely in the future of this team. So I'm very glad that he's on this team. That was a win and overturned at the pre-match odds. San Jose Earthquakes were strong favorites, weren't they? I'm proud of every single one of them. Okay, I don't feel like reading next. I'm not going to be able to because I'm not going to have enough time. Your team managed to hang on for the win, but for much of that second half of it, it looks like San Jose might find an equalizer. Were you worried? Did you boys? I mean, I thought we were in control, honestly. Sure, it looked close at times, but I felt like we had it in the bag.
Thanks, that'll be all for today.
Alrighty. Hey, Gaffer. I don't know why the fuck you're calling me that, but... Alright, let's go ahead and check the office real quick. Keep it up. That's the level I expect from you every game. If you keep that up, you'll always be up. 3 goals a game is a little unrealistic, don't you think? Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at the standings now. As you can tell, we are no longer at the bottom, as we are now 12th with 6 points, but let me get to that in here in a second. Number 1, we have Columbus Crew, our rival, with 21 points. Philadelphia, who we are playing next at Philadelphia, is at number 2 with 19 points. Orlando City, a team that we've beaten, is at number 3 with 17 points. Number 4 is New England with 14. DC tied with 14 points, but at 5th. Chicago Fire at 6th with 11th, which is very surprising to see that. Toronto at 7th with 11 points. Red Bulls at 8th with 10. Inter Miami with 9. Atlanta with 8 at 10. New York FC at 11 with 7 points. And then you're going to have us with 6 points at 12th, and CF Montreal with 4 points. Alright, going over to the Western Conference, we have Sporting KC at number 1 with 19 points. Minnesota United at number 2 with 17. Seattle Sounders with 13 at 3. At 4, you have LAFC with 13 points. 5, you have LA Galaxy with 12. You have the Houston Dynamo with 11 points. And at 7, you have FC Dallas with 11. Number 8, you have Colorado Rapids with 10. Number 9 is going to be Real Salt Lake with 9 points. Portland Timbers with 9 points at 10th. Number 11 is going to be Nashville SC with 8 points. Then you're going to have the Whitecaps with 7 points at 12th. And San Jose Earthquakes down at 13th with a negative 12 goal difference, as they are 1-1-7. Not that we are much better. We are 2-0-6. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this next game against Philadelphia, but it will definitely be pretty hard, though. I do not know what I just said. I'm falling asleep. I will end the stream here, and I will catch you in the next one.